Robin.
And I'm Julie.
We're two mamas who love inspiring healthy living.
After facing family health challenges and seeing how natural solutions transformed our lives, we are determined to help other mamas thrive, not just survive.
What if feeling awesome is possible for you and your family?
Come along with us on our natural journey.
Hi, I'm Robin.
And I'm Julie.
Welcome to our podcast.
Helping mamas thrive.
Right. But we're going to have a new format.
Right.
This is going to be a chatty one. We're going to do some things because Julie and I, we have hot topics, things that bother us during the week or that blow our minds.
Yeah.
And so this series is going to be called The Bees in Our Bonnet. We should have a chyron.
I know, right?
A little graphic. Can you make a little graphic?
Yeah.
The Bees in Our Bonnet.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll even do 2 podcasts. I don't know. One with bees in the bonnet, one something else. Who knows? That's not a promise at all.
So there's a lot of bees in my bonnet. Are there a lot of bees in your bonnet?
While she talks, I'm going to take this ninja red.
Yeah. So we were thinking about one of the major topics and something that it seems like tons of people are utilizing. And these are the weight loss medications, the semaglutides that are people are using, which is like a peptide, and they are using these in order to kind of trick the body, basically, and drop weight without. Now, they say that you have to pair it with good eating and exercise.
Who's they?
Well, I read the insert to...
Incorrect. Kelly Clarkson said when she said she was not on the O one.
The O one. Yeah.
But I believe she's on the W one.
Okay.
But I don't know that for sure because I'm not friends with her, although I do get her emails. But I'm very upset by this whole thing because she actually was like, oh yeah, I can eat a donut.
What?
Yes. So this is very disturbing. This is not a safe. Okay, let's just say, so the bee in the bonnet is that people are looking for easy solutions without realizing the repercussions of these decisions.
Right.
Okay. So there is no easy button for weight loss. You can take a pill and other interventions and maybe lose weight. But what is the trade-off?
Right.
Like your stomach getting paralyzed.
Mm-hmm. You having a thyroid tumor.
You're tricking the body. So are you going on this medication for the rest of your life? Because you're not teaching your body how to metabolize correctly.
Right.
By doing it.
You're not solving any root causes.
That's really the thing.
You're not addressing any of the root causes.
So people our age, they complain about weight gain. Well, there's reasons. Lifestyle is number one.
Yeah.
What are you eating?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I am overweight and I have still a lot of weight to lose, but I work on it every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And I have lost weight, but it's hard because I have stress. There's so many components to weight.
Yes.
Right. So I've worked on the hormonal part and the diet part.
Yep.
And I still I'm working on the sleep part and the stress part. Those are those components. Yes, I 100%. Exercise. Yeah. Can I move some more? Yes. There's so many variables to weight loss. Right. And so we'll get into some of these details, but our wish for people is that they would look for the root cause. A lot of times it's a hormonal imbalance. I have a friend who just started taking Progestins Plus and one other oil and lost 15 pounds. Mm-hmm. It's just, you always like to say it's the difference between progesterone and estrogen. Yeah. If the delta is too big, then that is what's creating problems.
Yep.
So we have so many endocrine glands and organs that affect how we metabolize, how we have fat, our fat accumulation. Also, do we have heavy metals in our body? Right. Heavy metals love fat.
Yeah.
and our bodies are so smart.
Yeah.
They protect, like, so heavy metals are horrible for our bodies. And so our bodies protect itself by storing the heavy metal inside the fat so it doesn't get dispersed.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
It is brilliant.
God's design of our
Right.
body. I'm in awe of
Right.
every time I learn something new.
Exactly. So unfortunately, if you're not actively detoxing that or figuring out a way to address that, then you're going to have issues. You're going to have inflammation, and your fat cells are not going to be able to release things.
So in America, we have a big problem.
Oh,
So
huge.
we think that, going through the drive-through is okay, or everything in moderation.
Yeah.
That phrase needs to be kicked to the curb.
Right.
But even just Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
There's so many chemicals in that food. I hate to not call it food because there's other ones that are worse.
Right.
There probably are food elements in there. But we have to start looking about how we're living.
Yeah.
And it's harder. Nobody wants to hear this. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be depressing.
Yeah.
It takes work.
It takes work.
You can't just go through a drive-through and think your body's going to be okay.
100%.
Just like breakfast, when people give their kids cereal and candy, or I don't know, not candy.
Yeah.
Sugar, a ton of sugar.
Yep.
Donuts. I'm like, you expect your child to think?
Yeah. So the obesity rates now are like even set, or I think it's 75%, like children and adults, like together, versus I think in Japan it's like 3%. There's like a huge, it's unbelievable how bad our country is.
It is bad. I think the thing that bothers us is just that people think that the medication fixes the problem. So I had somebody who came to my house to clean, and she lost 10 pounds on the O1, but she was throwing up and had diarrhea. And she was like, well, I lost 10 pounds, so it's okay. I'm like, but you can't work. Like, you're not working because you feel so sick. She's like, but I lost 10 pounds. And I'm like, okay, that's not logical. I'm sorry.
When did us humans become so tolerant of, like, it's either or? Like, why can't we feel good and reduce weight? Like, why can't we have it all?
And then she felt sick, and I said, okay, there's a Publix across the street. You could get, these are some options that would be good. And she went to Taco Bell. So this is not okay.
That's probably equivalent to like 10 Bs in the bonnet. Like that's unbelievable.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I have the kids. So the O medicine was originally created for diabetes.
Yeah. Which I didn't know.
Yes, it is.
Type 2 diabetes.
You didn't know that?
Yeah. Not for type 1, but for type 2. Yeah. I did not know that.
Yeah. And some people who have diabetes can't access the medication because the people who are using for weight loss.
What?
Yes.
Oh my word.
But did you know it costs $1,500 a month?
Yeah. Somebody just told me that yesterday.
It was in the
in
the but children age 6 are being prescribed it.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I did not see that on the insert.
Okay. We need to teach our families how to eat properly. This is why we all have fatty liver. This is why we are overweight. I mean, I'm not criticizing overweight people. I am overweight. What I am just more concerned about is the manner in which people lose the weight.
Right.
Like, I'm not into, this isn't the only thing that upsets me.
Yeah.
I'm not into the ones, with the diet plans that have the packaged foods.
Mm-hmm.
Those packaged foods have tons of chemicals.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't teach anybody anything. And that's why people yo-yo, and that's even worse for your body.
Yes.
It's actually, so like me, I've been overweight for a long time. That's more consistent. That's better for your body than losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight.
Right.
That's horrible for your body.
Right.
Your body's like, what's happening?
Right.
I don't know. I get really, really, really upset by the one company that has the packaged. I know a lot of people who do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's not better for you.
Mm-mm. No, because after a while, their body does feel it and they just don't feel right. And they have less energy. And
But it's not attributable. People, I guess,
oh, yeah. Right.
we have to connect the dots.
Yes.
And so we're not connecting the dots.
Very true.
That all the packaged foods, even
Right.
though they're within whatever plan you're using, there's so many.
Right. Oh, yeah. Tons.
But I used to really be a fan of Weight Watchers, and now I'm upset with them too, because they think they do have a medication option. I read about it. Don't quote me on that, but I think so, and I'm very upset
Wow.
because theirs was at least the most logical to me as far as like portion control. I mean, they still
Yeah.
don't care about the chemicals.
Huh.
If you could eat a whole bag of Olean and it'd be like
Oh
1
my
point or
gosh.
something.
Jeez.
I know. So there needs to be like, they should do that with real food.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
So, I mean, even if you're like, okay, hey, back off. This the studies aren't really even in. They don't have enough data to see the long-term effects of these medications that have come out. And so that is so scary. I mean, in rats, they have shown how the O1, all of them increased or had tumors, thyroid tumors. And they were like, well, we're not sure if it's relevant for humans. More than likely it is, but there's not enough data like to, there's definitely side effects that people are having immediately. Like those are
The throwing up and diarrhea.
right. Those are no. But the longer term ones, the slow growing things that might be happening, or your pancreas, like stop to work.
I thought there was proof about the paralyzing of the stomach or something.
And not that I found in on PubMed or on obviously the insert didn't have anything. If you get the insert, the major warning is about the thyroid. And
did you go to drugs.com?
I did not. I did not go there.
We kind of did this spur of the moment.
We did.
So, because we've been talking about this for a while. It's not just like there was a last straw for Julie last night, but we have been talking about it for a while.
Yes.
And just our overall disdain about people wanting the easy button.
The easy button. And it's really hard because I know, like you had mentioned something about no longer wanting to or feeling hesitant to compliment someone when you see a drastic weight loss, that, and I have adopted that because I do not want to encourage and be like, oh my gosh, this is so great, because every time people are going to put their belief and their confidence and their everything into a external medication versus when it should come from internally. Like those things should not be an outside.
It makes me really sad that I can't compliment people.
I know.
I refuse.
I've adopted that too. And I've run into two people and I kept my mouth shut. And I could probably bet because I asked them about the eating or the exercise. And I'm like, no, okay, haven't changed a thing.
So Hollywood, I feel like, is a major problem, like driver for this. Even though I know that those people are under major pressure to look a certain way.
Yeah.
Right. So they are.
Yeah.
And I don't understand that fully, like how bad it is for them.
Oh yeah.
But they're treated like royalty in America. And if they are doing it,
right,
then other people are doing it.
Right.
And there's actually, you can Google people that have admitted that they're on it.
Wow.
I did.
Well, didn't like Megan McCarthy, didn't she like reduce her portion size?
Melissa?
Melissa. What did I say?
Megan.
Oh, I don't know
who that is.
Oh, I think that's my doula. Wait, not Megan. Yeah, like she reduced her portion size and she like, I don't know, I thought that she had a different approach. Like
She may have.
you definitely have to make some significant changes and they are hard. Like they are very hard. But
Well, I do know people who have gotten gastric bypass.
oh, okay.
That's not a good solution either.
That it's not.
So that is also tricking your body. And those
Mhm.
people, I have know several people, they have so many complications
Yeah.
afterwards
Yeah.
because their intestines are so small.
Yeah.
They can only small them out. The fat content has to be a certain way. One person had complications with their esophagus. I mean, there's a lot of things that happen. So again,
It's very dangerous. Yeah.
no easy button.
No.
No, I'm not a doctor, so I know that there's people who are like, you know, significantly obese. Maybe
Yeah.
that is a very helpful thing.
Right.
But in order to do that, you have to get a mental health
Oh yeah.
thingy.
It's a big deal. I had some friends that went through that. So yeah.
It's not,
It's
right.
not
I went
easy.
onto drugs.com. This is the common side effects.
Okay.
This is mild to moderate common side effects: nausea, diarrhea, constipation, fatigue, dizziness, abdominal pain, bloating, burping, heartburn, loss of appetite, blurred vision, and injection site. Then there's, although less common, it can cause more serious side effects that require immediate medical attention: hypoglycemia, allergies, gallstones, tachycardia, pancreatitis, and kidney damage. I mean, a lot.
They don't even talk about the thyroid in here?
Yes. Additionally,
Oh, okay.
animal studies suggest the O has the potential to cause thyroid cancer, which may lead to lumps in the throat and dysphagia. It's important to be aware of these potential risks and consult your healthcare provider if you experience it. Okay, let's just say this. I mean, I used to take medication.
Yeah.
Okay. If something is listed as a side effect,
Yeah.
then in the clinical trials, somebody got it.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
So while it's comforting to say it's not going to be me, somebody is me.
Yep. Very true.
Because most people poo poo the thing.
Yeah.
And when you watch the commercials, there's like 10 seconds of a 60-second commercial listing all of the side effects.
The commercials. Why in America do we allow direct to consumer pharmaceutical advertising?
The O one, I mean, people are hum that tune.
Ah, and it's not like it's even, they can only do, a tenth of it. It is almost every single commercial. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. And it's infiltrated, now on all the Netflix, all the streaming videos now that have ads on them. They have totally taken over that too. And it's really super annoying when your kids are there watching something and then, pops on a commercial. It's horrible. What is happening to our country?
So anytime you want a medication, you can go to drugs.com and look up the side effects. It's very, very cool.
That's really good.
And on here, it has tips for managing your nausea, your diarrhea, your constipation, your fatigue, your dizziness, your pain, your bloating,
Gosh,
your burping, all the side effects. Blurred vision.
Oh my gosh. Like, who would put up with this stuff?
And it says rare, like it says, gallstones occur in less than 2% of patients. Okay, so are you willing to get a gallstone to lose weight? How about tachycardia? Avoid stimulants.
Oh yes, there's so many different things that I list on the insert. Like if you are like some of the people that would be sensitive to a semaglutide would be they could be sensitive to dyes or some of the other things that people should be sensitive to. But that's a lot of people. Like a lot of people.
So there's an M1, the W1, and the O1.
Yep. And there's compounding pharmacies that are making up their own. So they can also do that, which is so super scary. Yeah, it's so prevalent. So what's our solution? What can we help people with? Are we done with the bees? Are the bees, are they quieting down a little bit?
I guess
Or is
so.
there more rant? Like
No, it's just sad. I think it's
it's so
sad.
sad.
This is, this is indicative of more than just weight loss drugs.
Yeah.
Even though this is the bee that got your bonnet last
Yeah.
night. This
Yeah.
is indicative of all health and wellness,
Yep.
that people don't want to do the work
Yep.
and they're afraid, and I think that what I would like to do is encourage these mamas to not be afraid. Like,
Yeah.
yes, if you don't take the pill for every ill, it may take longer to get rid of it.
Yeah.
It may take longer, but isn't it worth it to not be playing whack-a-mole with the symptoms?
Mhm.
I am not saying if you can't breathe, do not get medical intervention.
Mhm.
I'm not saying if you have something drastic happen in an emergency.
Right.
I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying like everyday things.
Yep.
But even diseases, even the Cancer Society, one of those websites says lifestyle is like the number one affecting
Yeah.
cause.
Yep. Yeah.
Lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
Who admits that? And there's that meme on Facebook with the pharmacist
Yeah.
or like somebody
Yeah.
under at a desk, and the line is really long with these people, and it says, take this pill. And then the other side said, change your diet, and
Oh,
there's
yeah.
nobody in line.
Right. Yeah. That was
That's what,
probably the FARM. Like they have the pharmacy and then the other one. I think I've seen that meme before. Yeah, because it does require work. But when did we become such a soft society? Like when did that happen?
well,
Is
it's
it
just
cyclical,
because
or are we in a totally different, because
just
hard times make strong people, and then strong people make
I
weak
think you're right.
times.
Like, it's over time this has happened. Like, I don't think that mommies are willing. They just don't want their babies to suffer. You know what I mean? And so
Right.
they're just like, obviously, I'm not talking about Ozempic. Ooh, oh,
Oh,
sorry. I'm not, hopefully not. I'm talking about that. I'm
right.
just in general. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, because you said, when did we become a soft
Yeah.
society? I think that once these pills came out and you didn't have to have a fever, everybody was like, yeah, let's do it. Not realizing how magnificent our bodies are.
Right.
And the reason we have a fever is so our body can get rid of the virus or bacteria.
Right.
There's a reason. And we don't want to suppress the fever.
Nope.
And a lot of people are worried about brain issues if it gets
Mhm.
too high. So, how often does that happen?
Very rarely. I mean, never with all my 5 kids, never happened.
Right.
So
It
I
does
mean,
happen.
it
It
does
does
happen.
happen.
It does
It
happen.
does happen.
But majority of the time, we're talking about the day in and day out things that you can do that make a huge difference. And weight is one of those things. It took time, you know? It didn't happen overnight. And so when the cool thing is though, when you do address lifestyle things, not only would you reap the benefits of, looking leaner, whatever it is, but you're going to feel better. You're going to feel great, as opposed to taking something where you're not going to feel great. So it's just like, wouldn't you want to feel great all around and have the benefits? Like, to me, it's a no-brainer.
I think people just want it to be easy,
Right.
and they want it to be easy. And so taking that is an easy way, and they don't have to change anything else.
Yeah.
Because it's too hard, because they're too busy, they're too stressed. But
Yeah.
it's really not a great solution. So if you're watching this or listening to this, hopefully it resonate with you in some way, and you could
Yeah.
share it with somebody if they need to hear this.
Yeah.
And we would love to work with you.
Yes.
Yeah. If you're wondering why your own body needs help
Mm-hmm.
losing weight, if that's your thing, that you want to solve for.
Yeah.
Weight's not everything. As you heal your body, the weight comes off because you're healing the body.
Right. But it does take time. So there's no quick fix, even in the, in the natural wellness world of, we have amazing supplements. We have great things, but it takes hard work and dedication and attention to what you're eating every day. A lot of people don't even want to do, our clients need to do food journals, and a lot of times they don't, it's hard to write things down. It takes time, but it's such a good exercise for people to realize, oh my gosh, this is what I ate today. And I think it's a good check. So even if you're like thinking about making some changes, it might be good to just figure out, what are you eating and where are you eating? What kind of food are you eating? That would be foundational. But please come see us.
True. Yes. All the
We
above.
can help.
Yes, we can. So anything else that you want to say?
Nope.
All right. So this was, we hope you enjoyed the first bees in the bonnet. We'll have some more bees in the bonnet.
For sure.
So thank you for listening. Please like and share.
Yes.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe. And if you want to support our show, give us a 5-star rating.
To learn more about our practice, visit athelivingtree.com.